Welcome to the Super Expander Podcast. My name is Corrine Phelps, your host. I'm a business and growth coach, money mindset expert, and a multi-passionate entrepreneur. My journey has taken me all over, from working in finance to owning a boutique fitness studio. I found myself burnt out, miserable, and questioning everything. Saying things to myself like, there's got to be more to life than this. Refusing to settle for a mediocre existence, I went all in, learning how to harness untapped potential and rewire the subconscious mind to create an extraordinary life. The last 10 years have been a crash course in self-love, building a business, creating community, building wealth, and doing what it takes to just freaking go for it. My mission is to help you align to your purpose, rewire your subconscious to support your big dreams and vision, and create a life that you're absolutely obsessed with. So sit back, tune in, and prepare to expand. Hello, Super Expanders. How are you? I'm so excited to just sit down and chat with you, riff a little bit here. I feel like this one is going to be just a little short and sweet, in and out kind of episode. So you may have noticed recently that I changed my Instagram handle and I am using my full given name. So I've had a lot of questions about why I did that. And I thought, it's like a perfect opportunity to really share the story. So I shared a little bit of it inside of a post, but the full breadth of why I did that, of course, really couldn't be put inside of a post. And I thought, I thought I'd like to share it with you. So a little backstory. We'll start first with where the idea came from and the real intuitive push to do it. So about a year ago, I started thinking that I just really wanted to start using my full name, Corrine. It's feminine, it is unique, and I took some advice from some outside people who were like, don't do it, don't do it. It's going to be so hard for you to rebrand. People aren't going to be able to find you. They're not going to know who you are, all of the things. And rather than listening to my inner voice, my intuition, I listened to outside opinions and influences. And time went on and the idea just kept popping up, but I really wasn't doing anything about it. And we all know we have these ideas. So when I went through my breathwork training, one of the first sessions that I did independently afterwards, it came to me that I absolutely had to do it. And the real magic of hypnobreathwork is taking intuitive action. I mean, there's so many magical things about it, but the real thing that is important is taking action. And the thing about our intuition is that it's not always for us to know the why or the how. It's just to do the thing. Like, why do I have this idea to do this? Like, where is it leading me? What's the purpose of this? That's your logical brain diving in to try and control things and keep you safe. And your intuition just knows better. And so what really your job is to just do the thing. And I was having these thoughts, and there were so many reasons. So the reason why I always had gone by Corey all the way back to my childhood was because I hated the name Corrine as a child. And there were some reasons that I hated it. My brothers used to run around the house and sing Corrine, Angeline, Phelpsine. So my middle name is Angela. And they would do this sing-songy thing. And it would make me cry. Brothers just teasing me. And so I hated my name. I did not ever want to be called Corrine. I also hated that it was unique, that I didn't know anybody with the name Corrine. I remember having friends when I was in preschool, multiple Kellys or multiple Nickys or Nicoles. And I just wanted, nobody else had my name. And I just did not want to be called Corrine. And when I went into the first grade, I had a teacher whom insisted to call me by my first name, Corrine. And she would say it really harshly, Corrine. And so I was traumatized between my brothers and my first grade teacher. And it was a prime example of actual trauma, right? I mean, trauma in the sense of how we receive it as children, not trauma as in harm, like physical harm. But this is a really strong example of that. And so as I went through my breath work, there was a lot of inner child healing that went down. And I felt like going ahead and using my full name was really a coming home to myself, that inner child healing. I have a question for you. Have you joined the Super Expander free mentorship community? If not, what are you waiting for? Stop what you're doing right now and text the word mentor to 202-918-3235. Text the word mentor to 202-918-3235. I send out weekly tips and inspiration to help you grow your business, to step into your wealthiest, most highest self, to harness your full potential and live an exceptional and extraordinary life. And the best part is, it's really me sending those messages. So text me, say hello, and send me your questions. And also making a stance against other people dictating our own lives. Because as I was remembering in my inner child healing that my brothers used to do this, of course, as a child, they really didn't, I don't think, intend to be mean, but it was definitely an example of allowing someone else's actions to influence and control how I felt. And so by doing this action, it was really a reclamation of myself, of taking a stance and really advocating for myself. And there was another piece inside of this too, is that I had always really, growing up, enjoyed that my name on paper, people didn't know whether I was a girl or a boy. And I also think this was a part of something that really was maybe like a subliminal piece of leading me to operate from a place of really always being in my masculine energy. And something that I have been really coming home to is dancing between those energies and really being in my feminine and allowing the creativity and the flow and being able to receive, be a stronger part of who I am. Because I know that when I operate from that place, it is so potent and so powerful. The ideas, the way that my presence, my power, all of it is just so much better when I am allowing myself to operate in my feminine energy. So that is why I decided to change my name. And I'll have to say, the whole idea of doing it, well, it wasn't really changing my name. It was using my full given name. And it also, the whole process of doing so really reminded me of a few things. Exercising patience, because when the idea came through, I wanted to just like change it, right? Immediately. And yes, that's intuitive action. But this process really required me to be really methodical about it, because there were so many places that I needed to change it, in terms of in my email, in my URL, all of the links that are out there everywhere inside of like my email signature, all of the links for products and my calendar link. There's just a lot of different places. And so what it required me to do was to step back and do the proper planning and take action. So there's something about my energy and how I am when I get an idea. I really just want to like execute immediately. And sometimes that isn't always always in the best interest. Sometimes you have to take a bird's eye view and methodically do things and share with everyone in the time that is most impactful. And so for me, it was really allowing myself to step into the power of doing it, but also to be methodical, pay attention to all of the details, and be a little bit patient while I was bringing it all together. So that is our short little story on why it is that I decided to start using my full name. And I will say that it feels so good. I'm so proud of myself for doing it. I feel like it's supporting my intuition in a way that I couldn't even imagine that it actually would. And when I hear people say Corrine, it feels like me. Whereas before, some people might say my full name and it didn't feel that way. It kind of like bounced off me, or I felt like I was in trouble, that sort of thing. So it feels good. And I'm glad I got to share this story with you. And really the whole reason I'm sharing it with you is not to tell you to run out and start using a different name or changing your name. But when you feel a call to do something, your intuition is telling you to do something, please listen and do not allow other people to influence the thing that you know to be right for you, whether that's inside of your life, it's inside of your business, it's with parenting your children, it's with your relationship, whatever it happens to be. Your inner wisdom, that's the magic. So listen to it. I love you, and I will catch you on the next episode. If you like what you heard, stop, drop, and leave a 5-star review and hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. And as always, sharing is caring, so snap a pic and share this episode with another super expander.